Hi, this is Lucy, and today I'm going to show you how to build with bridge pieces. Firstly, by using these covered bridges. In my crab shack and dock, I made the crab shack from these bridge pieces. I will give you a quick clip. So now, if you don't know this, it's a fairly well-known trick. Now you can create a blueprint using these pieces. Now this is the base piece, it acts like a foundation and it will attach to a foundation. These are the extenders. You add 2 of these, like so. Add a small floor object. We're actually going into the hill, but it shouldn't matter for this. Add a floor object and you can blueprint. Now for this one I will be adding a mat, and this will become clear why in a minute. Right, find out where the line is. You sort of want it centered here, so this is where the first extender is, and you're going to create a blueprint with the mat and the 2 extenders. This is cloud gaming. I do not play on PC, I play on Xbox, although I do actually have a PC account. I'm about level 10. I did get on the PTS the other day, which was an interesting experience. So we have our blueprint, which I called bridge, and this will go down if you float it off a foundation. But as you can see, it will not go over a foundation, so you should be able to float it like this, and you may even be able to get a foundation under it, but the foundation will show through. I wanted to make this a little bit higher. Now, sometimes things in hindsight seem very obvious, but here we go. When I did it, I actually created a pile. I built it over the foundations, and I created a pile of doormats and then placed my blueprint over that. But it was inconsistent. So I experimented with it afterwards, and there are a couple of things you can do. You can still use the pile of doormats if that does that for you, and what I mean by that is basically place a doormat and then just keep clicking A like 4 or 5 times. Now I did do it over my foundations. But it didn't always kind of work. It didn't place. It has placed today. When I originally tried to do the build video for the crab shack and dock, the reason I decided to throw the whole thing out and start again was because I could not get this to work. I have thought since that there's a much easier way to do this. So I'm going to raise this foundation up just a little bit, about that much, and try and place my blueprint like so. Now I want to fill in the foundation underneath, and hopefully, you never know with 76 because it's so inconsistent, you need to make sure it's at the lower level. This one isn't. Pull it down. And again, make sure it's at the lower level so you have the floor of the bridge showing and not the foundation. And hopefully the wall will just snap on the back like this. Now it is worth bearing in mind with this bridge, with these bridge extenders, that you cannot flamer trap them. They behave like foundations in that they can't be destroyed. Well, I haven't been able to destroy it. Let's try again. It'll break now. I tried everything I could to break this stupid thing. I could not get them to break. I mean, it has got holes, so I wondered if maybe I was flamer trapping through the holes. No, it looks like... Oops. Try the roof. Hang on a sec. I'll have to put it on the toilet. So yeah, it will not break. It will not break with a flamer trap. You could try dropping a nuke on it if you wanted. You can, of course, just remove the doormat and your crab shack is finished. You can also add extra sections to your blueprints to create tiny houses, whatever you want, or even floating bridges. This technique also works with other bridge sets. I'm just ignoring it. Just ignore it. I've got lots of turrets up. And if we're lucky, this will work. By breaking the dependency, I was able to delete the mat and what it was floating on. So I now have a completely floating bridge. I use this technique in my pylon build to create access to a pylon without adding stairs. So I hope this has given you some ideas, and I hope you have fun with this technique. That's all from me today. Thank you for watching.